The attention trap. You mistake attention for love, but attention is not love. Let's talk about attention and how it can trap you, and how women are conditioned to settle for what costs nothing and get trapped in loveless relationships. Many women fall for attention and land up exhausted negotiating care in relationships, carrying everything alone, and then they wonder why they are struggling and still feel alone in a relationship. It's simple. It's because they mistake attention for love. But attention is not love. Attention is just admiration. It's somebody wanting you without the price of taking any responsibility for you. That is not love. Attention is cheap. Words are cheap. It feels good. It's validating. But it doesn't keep you safe, ladies. It doesn't take responsibility for you. It doesn't change your reality. It doesn't provide for you. It doesn't support you. There is a difference between someone interested in you and someone invested in you. There may be many people interested in you, but that doesn't mean that they love you. Interest is fickle. It's not love. That's what keeps women trapped in loveless relationships, because they give access without accountability and get attached to men who don't really love them. Love is taking responsibility. It's when there's real world active care, real world showing up, real world support, real world protection, and real world provision. It's not just talk. Provision, responsibility, and presence, not admiration, reveal real care. And the truth is, attention feels like love only when you have never been truly cared for. This is tragic. It can feel intoxicating. It can feel validating. It can feel soothing. Someone notices you, someone checks on you, someone says you matter. Wow, that feels so good. That kind of attention is intoxicating. But attention is the cheapest form of affection. It costs nothing to send a message, nothing to compliment you, nothing to ask did you eat, nothing to say I care about you. It requires no sacrifice. It requires no adjustment. And that is why attention is so often mistaken for love. Because love is expensive. Love, my dear ones, is very, very expensive. Love rearranges lives. Love assumes responsibility. Love invests in your safety, not just your feelings. Attention just watches you, but it is love that provides for you. Let's talk about this attention trap. Many women are not loved. They are just preyed upon, observed, used, abused. They don't even realize that. Women get a lot of attention. They receive messages, reassurances, admiration, and concern, and that can be dangerous. Because attention can be confused for love, but it's just a trap. Most women get carried away with men who give them attention. But when real needs arise, they are left all alone to deal with it. When bills are due, when health declines, when life becomes heavy, when protection is required, when decisions must be shared, the attention fades into the background noise. The attention fades into background noise. Because attention is not commitment. It is engagement without obligation. It allows someone to feel involved in your life without actually carrying any part of it. This dynamic is seductive because it mimics intimacy. You feel seen, you feel chosen, you feel emotionally connected, but your reality remains unchanged. Your burdens are still yours. Attention feels like love to the neglected. And why? Why does that feel like love to the neglected? If you grew up without consistent care, attention feels like provision. If no one checked on you as a child, a text feels like devotion. If no one protected you, concern feels like safety. If no one invested in your comfort, admiration feels like generosity. When security was absent, crumbs look like a feast. Children learn what love looks like by watching what is prioritized. If your needs were postponed, minimized, or treated as inconvenient, you internalized a message. And what was that message? The message was that love does not give. Love tolerates. Love survives. Love asks for less. That's how you shrink yourself. That's how many women sacrifice themselves in relationships. If you watched your mother carry everything alone, you learned endurance was love. If you saw affection without protection, you learned words were enough. If your family struggled financially and your needs were framed as burdens, you learned to shrink them. You learned that wanting support meant being difficult. So in adulthood, you do not look for provision. You look for signs that someone is emotionally engaged, because that is the only version of love you were shown. Provision is love in action. Real love does not just witness your struggles, it intervenes. It does not ask endlessly what is wrong. It asks how to help and then acts. Provision is not just about money alone. It is about assuming responsibility for shared well-being. It means making your stability a priority, rearranging schedules when you need support, sharing burdens instead of observing them, creating safety, not just sympathy, building something that protects both of you. Provision is inconvenient. It interrupts routines, it requires sacrifice, it demands emotional and practical investment. That is why it reveals sincerity. You protect only what you care about. You do not simply watch it struggle and just offer encouragement. No. Attention without responsibility becomes extraction. When someone gives you admiration, affection, and reassurance without contributing to your security, the relationship becomes one-sided. You provide emotional labor, availability, intimacy, support, understanding. They provide presence only when it suits them. Over time, your needs become negotiable, while theirs remains fixed. You adjust your life around their convenience. You learn to manage alone so the relationship can continue smoothly. You become hyper independent not because you want to be, but because you have to be. Independence built from neglect is not empowerment, it is adaptation. The same adaptation that you had to endure with your parents. What real love feels like. Real love reduces your isolation. It does not leave you carrying life alone while being told you are loved. It feels like shared responsibility, reliability, protection, stability, relief. You do not feel observed, you feel supported. You do not feel pacified, you feel secure. You do not feel impressive for surviving alone. You feel safe for not having to. Real love creates interdependence. Two people become a system that protects both. Now let's talk about rewiring the pattern. Recognizing the difference between attention and care requires unlearning what neglect taught you. You must question the beliefs formed in scarcity, that your needs are too much, that asking is weakness, that love should be easy for others and heavy for you, that endurance is proof of devotion. Start observing actions instead of words. Who rearranges their life for you? Who shows up without being asked for repeatedly? Who invests in your stability? Who shares responsibility when things are difficult? Who takes responsibility for your life when they choose you? Attention seeks emotional closeness without accountability. Love accepts accountability as part of closeness. So you must choose differently. And choosing differently doesn't mean you have to reject attention, but you must stop confusing attention with love. Let admiration be pleasant, not persuasive. Let reassurance be comforting, but not convincing. Wait for the evidence of care that changes your reality. The person who truly loves you will not only want access to your life, they will want responsibility within it. Because love is not watching someone you care about struggle. Love is stepping in so they do not have to do it alone. Please like and subscribe to my channel and support my work.